Respected brothers in Islam, I salute you once again with the divine Islamic formula. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today is Friday, the 12th day of Jumada-Thani, the 6th month of the Islamic calendar, 1446 years after the hijrah of our noble messenger. May the peace, salutations, and benedictions of Allah be upon him. The 13th day of December 2024 of the Gregorian calendar, we're asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept all our good deeds and forgive all our shortcomings and transgressions. My dear brethren in Islam, previously we have been discussing about the pillars of Al-Iman. What are the articles of faith? They are 6 in number: to believe in Allah, in his angels, in his scriptures, that is the divine scriptures, to believe in the divine messengers, then to believe in the last day, and to believe in the destiny. And we have been discussing one after the other. It has been explained what do we mean by belief in Allah, his angels, then the messengers and the scriptures. We were supposed to continue last week with the explanation on what do we mean by belief in the angels when an issue came up. That is the intention of the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as they said, that he has the intention of inviting foreigners for our security in Nigeria, which we dissected and discussed and sent a reminder and a serious warning and the danger attached to inviting foreigners to our country. And today also we are supposed to continue with the discussing of the 6 pillars of Iman. Then a brother made an observation on the late coming of our brothers to Jumu'at prayer. So he suggested and made an appeal that if we can still discuss about the importance, the significances, the virtues, and the etiquettes of Friday, so that people will be reminded of this very virtuous day. Well, we have been discussing about the virtues and etiquettes of this Friday. But in a nutshell, the meaning of Friday is gathering, the day of gathering. That is Yawmul Jumu'ah, the day of gathering. Why? People will assemble in one place, people in the whole town will assemble in one single joint where they will be discussing about the Islamic affairs, which will come from the Imam. We have our various masajid in our various localities, but it is also mandated that we must attend the prayers in the congregation. That is to know one another, to know the condition of one another. That's the importance coming together in our different localities. But when it comes to Jumu'ah, every blessed week, Allah has made it mandatory that all the town, regardless of whichever you are, you come together in one place, in one masjid that is called Masjidul Jumu'ah, the masjid of gathering, people's gathering. You combine in one place, you converge in one place and listen to the message from the Imam or his deputy or whoever is assigned to lead the prayer on Friday. And that is why even the prayer was shortened into 2 rakats in order to have enough time to discuss whatever you want to discuss about the current affairs. And that's the importance of coming together on Friday. The whole Abuja is supposed to be one single Jumu'at masjid. But due to the fact that the population is increasing day by day, and we don't have a masjid that will will contain all the people in Abuja, and that is why some other masajid were built. Area 1 Masjid was built by Al-Haji Sheikh Uthman Aliyu Shagari, the former elect president of Nigeria. But when Babangida came to power, he saw the need to build a national masjid, which is bigger in size and in uh, the people that would be there would be greater in number. But with all that, it was not enough. Then other masajid for Juma were also erected. That of what do you call it, Barnett Plaza, that of Ansaruddin, Apo, Ansarul Islam, Naspat, and whatever. So this masajid is as a result of the population that we have many masajid. Otherwise, we only need one single masjid, one single imam, so that we are united. So that is the coming together of Muslim in one masjid is what gives the names Al-Jumu'ah. The origin was that this day was chosen by Allah for the Jews and the Christians, but they rejected it. Instead, they chose Saturday by the Jew and then Sunday by the Christians. That they prefer to rejoice on those days than the Jumu'ah chosen to them by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Therefore, Jumu'ah day is a chosen day by Allah. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Khayru yawmin tala'at alayhi shams yawmul Jumu'ah." There was no day the sun has risen on it better than the day of Friday. The wisdom behind is that the Jews and Christians rejected it, but we are chosen by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we accepted Jumu'ah. Then the favors of Allah are being compiled and completed in this day. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made a budget every blessed Laylatul Qadr. That this is the happenings. These are the happenings from one Laylatul Qadr to another. فِيهَا يُفْرَقُ كُلُّ أَمْرٍ حَكِيمٍ. Everything has been documented and is been budgeted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the night of power, night of decree. Now, in between, then every week, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make sure that those bounties and blessings were completed as compiled in the Laylatul Qadr. That is one of the wisdom of Friday. And unifying the Muslim Ummah is one of the wisdom of Friday. To listen to the new decrees, particularly when the time of revelation. During the time of revelation, new decrees are coming from the messenger. When he received the revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he delivered it to the people on Friday. Then preaching the Ummah is one of the wisdom. Then it serves as an information center. That is why an imam is supposed to be someone who is current every day. He has the knowledge of current affairs. That is what is happening. Then the virtues of this day being the best day, as mentioned in the hadith of Imam Muslim, quoted by Abu Huraira. Adam's creation was on Friday. His admission to Jannah was on Friday. He was expelled out of Jannah on Friday. He died on Friday. And the hour will take place on Friday. And the messenger also says, there is a little hour, a little time on this day that no single Muslim will coincide with that time asking Allah's favor of this dunya or akhirah, except that Allah will guarantee whatever request he has. Then forgiveness also is also there. You also have indefinite light if you recite Surah Al-Kahfi. Then sadaqah, and that's where the pendulum is swinging now. Who wants give out 1 million, 2 million, 3 million sadaqah? It's only on Friday that you can give sadaqah of 3 million without even any transfer from your account. By doing so, you have the rewards. The Messenger said every Friday, the angels were stationed on every gate of the masjid. They will be documenting who come first and those that come first and those that follows them till when the imam comes. So now they will be documenting and writing. They will be registering the people that came first. Those that came at the first hour will be given the reward of buying a camel, she camel, and distributing the meat feasibility. Now, who can do that from among us here? Only very few. But as a poor man, you can give a sadaqah of 3 million naira because today you can get a camel of 4 million, 5 million. Now, those that are come at the second hour will be given the reward of buying a cow and distributing the meat feasibility. Those that came at the third category will be given the reward of buying a ram, a horned ram, and giving out sadaqah feasibility. Those that came at the fourth category will be given the reward of buying a chicken and giving the meat feasibility. And those that came at the last, that is the fifth category, will be given the reward of giving, out a sadaqah of an egg. An egg. So today, a lot of people, they cannot even give out sadaqah of an egg because it's not yet time now. When the imam, the messenger said, when the imam ascend the member, he climbs the member, then the angels will now close those registers and come to listen to the khutbah. And as you can see now, the masjid is not up to one side, and the time is already there. So please, we are reminding our brothers to respect this day. I used to remind ourselves that we have 168 hours every blessed week. Can't you give Allah only 1 hour of that day? Remember, if it is money that is being distributed, wallahi, this masjid will not take the population. People will be here. How I wish we can have someone who is rich, that he should tell us that next week, whosoever comes here before 1, he will be given 10,000. I swear to Allah, this masjid will not take the population. بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا. You prefer the life of this world, والآخرة خير وأبقى, while the akhirah is better and is the permanent one. Now Allah says, this is what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you this when you come earlier. But you said no. But if a person is going to receive maybe 10,000 naira or 20,000 naira, wallahi, people will come. They will abandon and leave all their businesses and come for 10,000 naira. They can't abandon and leave their businesses for Allah's sake. 1 hour out of 168 hours in a week. I think we should do the needful. May Allah make it easy for us. Then if you come to Jumu'ah, that is any step you take, you are going to be given the reward of an ibadah of 1 year, both fasting and qiyamul layl. Some of the etiquettes that is required on this day is al-ghusl. You take a ritual bath before coming to Jumu'ah, then you make aswak. Try to brush your teeth so that you don't inconvenience and make people uncomfortable. Then find your finest clothes and bring it to the masjid. That is, you wear your most beautiful clothes and bring it to masjid. Then perfume, you apply perfume before coming to masjid if you have it. Then you come earlier as mentioned above. Then you pray nafila. Even if it is during the khutbah, it is permissible for you to pray nafila when you come to masjid because it's tahiyatul masjid. Do a lot of zikr. Then keeping quiet while the khutbah is being delivered is also mandatory. The messenger mentioned that whosoever talks when the imam is delivering the khutbah, then such a person is like a donkey. You can see we have many donkeys. We have a lot of them. People will be talking while the khutbah is on. They will be, watching some of the, irresponsible clips or videos. All this attracts the wrath of Allah on them. Then stop marketing. Wadarul bay, stop marketing, stop buying and selling. Then also Don't step over people's neck because you want to be in the front. If you want to be in the front, come earlier. But it's not fair. It's very, very unfair and unjust for you to come late and be stepping on people's neck just because you want to be in the first row. Except for someone who is important that he may be needed in the front, then that is something that condition that necessitates. Then do a lot of Salatun Nabi, because the messenger also asked us to be fine, to be doing a lot of Salatun Nabi on this day because it goes to him. Do a lot of dua so that you coincide with the hour mentioned by the messenger alayhi salatu wasalam. Then read Surah Al-Kahf to have an indefinite light to be given to you by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then visitations and greeting one another on this Friday is one of the equities. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easy for us. May Allah accept all our good deeds and forgive all our shortcomings and transgressions. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.